Hey everyone! Okay, so this video is going to be about Tropical Storm Isaac that formed in the Eastern Caribbean yesterday. As of 5 o'clock today on Thursday, 5 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, the storm is located in the Eastern Caribbean. Its wind is about 40 miles per hour and its movement is about west-northwest, about 15-16 miles per hour. And the pressure is 1,005 millibars. So it's a small, not a small storm, it's actually a gigantic storm. It's about 1,000 miles across, the width of it. And actually it's bigger than Texas. Texas is about right under 800 miles across, so Isaac is a little bit bigger than Texas. So just a comparison on how big the actual storm is. It takes up like the whole entire Eastern Caribbean, which is kind of phenomenal. But anyways, it is a minimal tropical storm. 40 miles per hour is minimal. The movement, about 15-16, that's about average to a slightly faster than an average speed, more of like 11-12 miles per hour. It is, again, just not a whole lot of thunderstorm activity. We have had flare-ups, obviously, and we've had rain coming into Puerto Rico and all that stuff. I'll talk about that in a minute, but just basically where it's located right now is in the Eastern Caribbean, west of the Lesser Antilles Islands and all that stuff. So that's pretty much the information on Isaac. Now, it's kind of funny because I name storms, I was just thinking about this earlier today. We've had a lot of I-named storms in the past, and they've been pretty bad. Ivan in 2004, and then we had Isabel in 2003. We had it was a tropical storm, Ida, and then it dissipated, and I think it became Nor-Ida. I remember Nor-Ida because it became extra tropical, and then it turned into a nor'easter or something, and they called it Nor-Ida, which was pretty interesting. So Ida, we've had Ike in 2008, and then most recently Irene last year, which devastated parts of New England, like Vermont and all those places up there. So I don't know, I names are kind of when you really think about it, just a lot of the I name storms that have hit us are devastating. And so I don't know, Isaac, and it's going toward Florida, so don't know. Hopefully it's not devastating. If it is, hopefully not that devastating to the United States. But I was just thinking about that earlier, and I just had to say that because it's actually quite interesting. And then obviously you have the big ones like Andrew and Katrina that we all know and are always going to remember and stuff. But I did find that a lot of the I's, in the 2000s that have hit us, have been pretty bad and have done damage in their own certain way. Anyways, enough about that. So Isaac. Okay, so right now the computer models are forecasting it to move kind of across, not over Haiti, but west of Haiti and kind of over Cuba, more over toward the mountainous areas of those islands down there. Now, from yesterday to today, the computer models have been shifting the track of Isaac more westward. Originally, it was thought to be that the computer models were going to push it up toward Miami, and now today, this afternoon when I looked, the computer models push it out toward the Florida Keys and into the Gulf of Mexico now. So even though the cone or the area where Isaac is forecasted to actually go, Florida is going to be impacted one way or another, either directly or indirectly. And when I say directly, obviously, if it hits, makes landfall, that's directly. Indirectly, obviously, just rain from, the outer bands, or if you get high surf, you're going to have surf no matter what on the western part of Florida. So Naples, Sarasota, Tampa, go all the way up to the Pensacola, and those places up there, all the beaches. They're going to have high surf no matter what, as long as the track keeps it to the west of Florida. Even if it goes just even further west and like hits like Louisiana or anything. Florida will be impacted some way, so you know, don't put your guard down at all. Floridians need to look out for this one, and just, you know, be prepared and have your emergency kit all ready and stuff. So yeah. Besides that, not a whole lot of other information. Again, it just formed the other day. We are forecasting, well, I'm not the we, but the National Weather, not the National Weather. Wow, I can't talk today, and this is my third try on this video. Maybe I should do like 20 tries before I like upload something. I don't know. The National Hurricane Center is forecasting it to become a hurricane, a Category 1 hurricane, about 80-85 mile per hour winds when it does come into the Gulf of Mexico. So places along like Alabama, Mississippi, even Louisiana now, because the track has moved over a little bit to the west, you do need to keep your eyes out on that. Because it could like rapidly intensify, and if it does, oh my gosh, you know, it's gonna be a mess. Hopefully it doesn't like get that bad and stuff, but they are forecasting at least a Category 1 hurricane. And it really depends on when it moves over the mountainous terrain of like the Cuba or what's the other country down there? Not Haiti, Dominican Republic, and there's like something else. Maybe it's on the map. No, pretty much Cuba down there. So pretty much, like Cuba, and then just moving like westward of Florida. That's where the main track is bringing it up and stuff. The Bahamas are pretty much clear, but you still could get like rain-wrapped outer bands and stuff. I'm on my knees today, by the way. Ow. From Isaac, but the Bahamas pretty much, it's not going to be like directly impacted, so that's good news there and stuff. That's pretty much what I wanted to say on Isaac. Just, it's a newly formed storm, and like I said in my other videos, if anything does develop and might threaten us here in the US, I'll definitely keep you updated and stuff. So just wanted to update you today on Isaac. There is another tropical storm, Joyce, out in the middle of the Atlantic somewhere, but it's no threat to land right now, and I don't think it really is going to be threat to land at all. I think it's just going to curve right back out to sea, as most tropical storms do when they form all the way out there, and it's a bit more north than Isaac. It's like more northeast, pretty much, yeah, northeast of Isaac and stuff, and that's where it's situated, but that's a minimal tropical storm as well, no threat, like, at all. The main focus and threat is Isaac, and the timing of Isaac, it will bring into Monday into, I think, Cuba, and then early Tuesday morning, hitting the Keys and re-emerging back into the, not back, but going into the Gulf of Mexico. That should be the time frame and stuff. And it all depends, again, on if it speeds up, if it slows down. It could dissipate over some of the mountainous terrains. We don't think it's going to like completely die if it, again, not we, the National Hurricane Center, I should use my sources here. They don't think it's going to completely dissipate and fall apart and fizzle out. But if it does get weakened by Cuba or by any landmass that it encounters before coming into the Gulf of Mexico, they'll downgrade it, obviously. But if it doesn't and it stays strong, or gets stronger, obviously, well, then coming into the Gulf of Mexico could be like a Category 2 or even stronger hurricane. So we will I will definitely keep you updated on any more information that comes out. So my next video, I will do an update on Isaac. I'll tag it as Tropical Storm Isaac Update #1, and this one will just be Tropical Storm Isaac, the video name today. So I'll post that up in like probably 3 or 4 days, sometime this weekend, definitely before it comes into the Gulf of Mexico, and just give you another update on where it is and where it could be going and all that stuff. But as always, I just want to keep you updated on what's going out in the tropics. And other than that, there's not a whole lot other weather stuff going on. Nothing really extreme or fascinating to talk about today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So until next time, remember to keep your eye to the sky.